Weiner Ventures is proud to be a presenting sponsor of this year's annual meeting. It is my pleasure to introduce you to a woman who has dedicated her career to making sure everyone has an opportunity to take part in Boston's economic success. A change maker, and now a distinguished Bostonian, Joan Wallace-Benjamin.
My earliest involvement with kids was in high school when I did a senior project with a kindergarten class. And then I went to Wellesley and I was a psychology major and enjoyed child psychology.
Joan is a force of nature, and she had an opportunity to probably do whatever she wanted to. And she decided to spend her life trying to make other people's lives better.
I think what drives Joan is compassion.
How can I change the society and the community I live in? And how can I help the most needy to succeed in this life?
She is a big personality, and she brings that personality to bear to persuade others to move.
I arrived here in Boston in 1971. It was a very mean, unfriendly, and unwelcoming city for people of color. I can say firsthand that I've seen real improvement in the sense of the city and how welcoming the city is. My primary work when I was the president and CEO of the Urban League of Eastern Massachusetts was to figure out how to advance the economic development of all the people of Boston, including communities of color. And we were very successful in doing that.
In the economy that we are becoming here in New England and globally, I think we're beginning to realize just how important collaboration is. I see more and more of that collaboration, people taking advantage of that understanding in Boston. I think Joan has shown real leadership at the Home for Little Wanderers, and I think that is reflected in the evolution and development of the home over the years.
In 2003, when I joined the Home for Little Wanderers, they had just facilitated and finished 2 mergers with other child-serving organizations. It had 800 employees, 32 programs, an $82 million endowment. So my main job in the early years was to integrate these 4 organizations, all with similar missions and concerns for kids and families, into one highly functioning organization. And that was a big challenge.
Working with Joan on the board was always about putting the children first.
She's taught children who are looking down how to look up, how to have higher expectations of themselves and their community.
Joan is a change maker by what she has been able to accomplish at the Home for Little Wanderers and what she was able to accomplish at the Boys and Girls Clubs, at Head Start, at anything she's ever touched.
Joan is a change maker because of all of the ways she's changed the trajectory of the lives of young people in and around Boston for decades.
I think Boston Next is to be able to capture the brass ring of energy that comes out of all of that activity from young people, harness it along with kind of the old heads and business people like myself, and really move things forward. Boston will achieve and is achieving its goal as a world-class city, but will only do so when everyone is able to participate.